grew up in a neighborhood playing manhunt and skating. You know, it was a lot of factories in my neighborhood, so when I got into painting, I had a lot of outlets to paint under highways, to paint in abandoned factories, and it kind of really gave me like a playground. The toy thing just came around like really randomly. You know, I went to Tokyo and I met up with these guys from Hectic who were friends with a fellow Hikaru from Bounty Hunter. They said that if I wanted to make a toy, we can make a toy. I never thought about toys before that. You know, I always thought about sculpture. I always wanted to make sculpture, but I suddenly realized, well, toys are going to be my first chance to make something in 3D. You know, at first I just did it like once, you know, and then you use it again, and it kind of like, it keeps making sense to me. So I continue to move it and push it, and you know, it started off just doing like the full skull and crossbone, and I started to think about how can I simplify the mark to just a very like simple, iconic. I think I met Nigo on my first or second trip to Japan, and that was, you know, I either met him in '97 or '98. You know, just through going there, I got to, you know, learn more about him, see what he's doing. All the stuff that he was doing was super inspiring, and at the time, I think he was really pushing the boundaries for, like, you know, street culture, kind of that clothing scene. And when I did my first show in Tokyo in 2001, I designed like a pillow, and I wanted to do these package paintings, and he's the one that sourced the factory for it to help me make them. And there's a few people I've met that I've just kept, you know, a long relationship with, like James Jebbia from Supreme. I've known him since I was 15 or 16, and he's always just been like sort of inspiring and supportive of the work I do, and it's good. And even, you know, today it's important to have those people. Jasper, working at another company, contacted a friend of mine in LA, Darren Romanelli, who's a good friend of his, good friend of mine, and so Darren called me and he said, you know, hey, I have this friend who's interested to talk to you. You know, are you open for the conversation? And then I met Jasper, and you know, just conversation started, and it grew into the project. No, this is one of the first toys that I've done, or one of the earliest images that I was working with. Like even when the companion was coming out, I was already using the chum image. Actually, when I was doing this project, I showed them some other designs, and I know this is very simple, this design, but it just, in the end, I just realized this project is just about 2 X's. Sure.
Yeah, do you want to go over?
It's cool. I mean, the thought to know that like this will be in stores everywhere here for the same price as regular beer, but it has this object-y toy. I mean, there's not, you know, when I design something, it's not, I don't see a difference. I know it's a beer, you know, but for me it's just an object. I'm excited about the people who don't know, you know, who don't know my work at all and are just going to buy it because they're just thirsty. Yeah. And then they have this green bottle in their house, and this is the first design that they made as a 1000% toy. Yeah. When they used it to launch that size bear. Yeah. And it's cool. You know, it's nice to know it could sit as an object, but it could also be punted around the house by their kid. You know, because it is a toy. Yeah. I mean, right now I'm working on a project for Hong Kong for October, a big sculpture for outdoors, and in November I'm going to have a show in Paris with my own Ferritin.